everyone. Happy afternoon time. This is your hostess with the mostest, Donna Smith, aka Lady Day, coming in live. You gotta excuse the lighting. I'm doing Car Chronicles, and when I do, it just depends on where I'm located. That determines how my lighting is going to be. So, what's up, everybody? I just wanted to step on in and remind each and every one of you, if you are not um, in a situation where you have voted, please remember to vote tomorrow. Get your vote. All votes matter. I don't care what we say, what we think. We always got something to say about, well, it don't matter. It don't matter. My vote, one vote. Yeah, every vote matters. Sometimes it can be down to the wire of making a difference out of just 100 votes. So please, please, please get out there and vote. Okay. I also want to touch on, I wasn't able to do my table talk yesterday, but I do have pre-recorded shows. I do post them as well. Please, please like, share, subscribe, tune in. Great shows, great footage, great conversation. There's been a lot going on, real busy, taking care of this, taking care of that. So sometimes the Sundays get kind of away from me. This week was a little rough and tough because I worked 6 days in a row and didn't have nothing but one day off. So a girl was tired, just tired. And I'm trying to also, um, excuse me, Car Chronicles, there's a little weed hacking going on out here. Um, I'm trying to also continue to do my workouts. I'm going, trying to get into the gym at least two minimum to three times a week. And so that's been a little bit of a struggle, but I've been getting there. And I just want to say, even if you think you're not doing a lot, you think you're not doing much or whatever, just making the effort to go. I don't care if you just do treadmill for 10 minutes, bike for 10 minutes, couple of sit-ups or a couple of leg pushes with the weights or thigh abduction, adduction, that kind of stuff. Just do a little something. I usually don't be in there no more than 45 minutes to an hour. I get straight to what I gotta do, boom, 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 and I'm out. And even though we can't see it right away, it's making a difference. Come and do my homework instead. Okay. Stop wasting your time. Okay, I'm not wasting my time. I'm sorry. How are you? I am not wasting my time talking to you. Okay? And you're not wasting your time by stopping by and talking to me. So anyway, yeah, like I was saying, get in there, do it, make it happen. Just make it happen, you guys. We have got to focus on ourselves and our health. And, I've had a couple of people that's dear to me come to me, let me know that they're ill. It don't matter what your age is now. It don't matter how much weight you need to lose, how much weight you lost. It doesn't matter. Any of us any day could get sick. Any of us any day could be not here tomorrow. So you have to do the best that you can to take care of yourself. I touched on a video prior to this about smoking. That is one of the many things that if you are struggling with that nicotine, you have got to get that under control. And some people will say, well, I don't smoke as much. I used to smoke a pack a day, now I smoke a half a pack. It's still smoking. Okay, damage is irreversible. You need to stop. Okay, so period. But we have got to take care of ourselves. We got to eat better. We got to do this and that. And another thing, I want to just touch a little briefly about, when you're seeing somebody on an intimate level, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a, situationship, whether it's some kind of ship. I don't know what they call it. They got all kinds of names for it nowadays. But if you're seeing somebody and you don't really clap that often, but you clap sometime, and then when you do get together clapping, you end up coming up short with something, itching, twitching, dripping, and whatever. You got a little situation. Let it be known. Even though it may not be serious all the time, women get little infections that come that's not STDs. They're just, we're internal, we get stuff. But when your pH shifts, when things change, when there is, I look like Sandra. Who's Sandra? Who the heck is Sandra? Okay, anyway, um, your pH will change, and so it causes a woman to be off in there, and she gets this infections and stuff. And men, you harbor bacteria whether you know it or not. Your external stuff goes up in that little hole you got, and bacteria starts to grow. And when you're dipping with different pHs and different women and things of that nature, you harbor certain things that you can bring back to your main woman. And folks just have a problem with condoms nowadays. Don't nobody want to use condoms. They say they can't feel nothing. They don't like them, whatever. But if it's to save your life, and if you're in doubt about somebody that you are sleeping with, not knowing that they're sleeping with somebody else, and I'm going to tell you, man, I don't care. You ain't gotta be have a high libido. You ain't gotta have be a sex addict. But most the flesh is weak, and if somebody can go weeks without getting with you, or a month without getting with you, and then they get with you, and it's apparent that they have not been built up for a month, you gotta second guess some things, okay? Because people don't tell you everything. I have had situations where I'll just ask you point blank, are you sleeping with somebody else? And then, yeah, no sex is right, single player. That is the best solution. But you ask them, are you sleeping with somebody else? Of course, most are not going to come out and say, oh, yeah, by the way, I was with Hagatha last night, or I was with Jim Bobby the night before. They're just not going to always tell you that, okay? They may have answered the question. They may say just totally, no, mm-mm. Mm-mm. I had somebody say, not yet. Are you sleeping with somebody else? Well, not yet. Well, what the hell that mean? That mean you getting ready to tomorrow? I mean, things have really just changed out here. I think it's the respect factor with who you're with. If you respect that person, if you care about them, if you love them, you're just going to watch how you present certain things, whether you're joking or not. If it's a joke, you're going to say right away it was a joke, and you're going to clean it up. And some things you just don't joke about. You know what I'm saying? Single player, I feel you. I got you. So you have got to be just on the up and up. You got to be for real. You got to be careful, you guys. You can't expect the other person to look out for you. You got to look out for you. And that goes for the men and the women. Men, you get in situations where she gives you something, or she gets pregnant or whatever. First thing you want to do is blame her. It's not her. It took both of you guys to lay down and do what you did. And if you didn't want no kids, you should have made sure you took care of that before you laid with her. And if you didn't want no diseases, you should have made sure that you protected yourself and chose wisely before laying down with any and everybody. Now, another thing I want to say, you know, STDs and all kinds of stuff like that, you do not wear it on your face. You do not wear it on your sleeve. You do not wear it on your collar. People can't look at you and tell you have certain things unless you're walking around with a big, jerky cold sore on your lips or something, and you want to say it's a cold sore, and actually it's herpes simplex. That's what it is, okay? So other than that, people, it's hard to know what you're dealing with. You could be clean, you could wash your every day, you could be fresh, smelling with perfume, cologne, you could be well groomed, all that. It happens to the best. It may be something, I know somebody came to me, they was 17, 18 years old and got herpes simplex from someone that they were with, and shit, they about 60 years old now. So that's been a lifetime disease that they can't get rid of, and they've had to go around and tell everybody that they're dealing with that they got this, or they had to stay clear of people when they did have it flare-ups, and not so they can't give it to them. I mean, it's just, and I'm doing a mile a minute, you guys, because I ain't got too much time, but bear with me. Hold on to them brains. um I'd be the best high school you know what, single? I thought about that at one time, but first off, teachers are very highly underpaid. I do admire and I do respect what they do. And nowadays, with these high school students, man, you can't even get them to respect mama and daddy. How they gonna respect you in the classroom? And a lot of them don't even. It does not matter that they don't have enough credits. It does not matter that they flunk in a class. It does not matter. And they will threaten you and they will hit you and they will strike out at you. A lot of them are not thinking rationally because they're doing stuff to be high every day. If they're not smoking weed, they smoking weed that's tainted with something or they doing other things. So they out of character. And it's scary. It's scary teaching, but hats off and respect to every single educational person out there who's teaching in these classrooms from preschool on up. It is a job. It takes a village, but I really appreciate and respect each and every one of you for doing what you do. And they are underpaying you. Y'all do need to be paid more than, I think I was offered a job. It was some years ago, maybe about 15 years ago, at the school district here in California, and it was for like administration something, working in the office, and with a degree. And at that time, I just needed a job. I didn't end up taking it, but with a degree, they was only going. They wanted to pay me like $12, $13 an hour. I said, sorry, but no, can't do that one. So anyway, yeah, so you have got to be very mindful. Sorry, y'all. You have got to be very mindful and careful of, switching it back and forth from different people. You have got to know that when you change from one partner to another, or when you are dealing with more than one person at a time. I don't care if some people will span it out. They'll say, well, okay, I done did something with her, and I'm going to wait a couple of weeks and see if I twinkle, tickle, burn, drip, whatever, and then I'm going to go on over here to baby. Trust me, if it's something harboring up in there, a lot of times you may not even have any symptoms, gentlemen. May not be no drip, burn, itch. May not be none of that going on. You got something going on that you going to go give to her. Bacteria, bacteria vaginosis or whatever called. That's a bad one. It's stanky too. You beating gave her something. You don't have no symptoms. What's that other one? Is it chlamydia? I think it's chlamydia, where you can go, women and men can go without symptoms and just carry that. Yeast. Yeah, women get yeast. They get yeast for a variety of reasons. It could be without the sexually transmitted thing going on. But at the same time, they can get yeast too, being carried from the man to the woman. If he got yeast, he don't know he got yeast, but he got yeast all up and something up in there, and he coming and giving it to her. She get her little yeast thing cleared up. How do you get a good what? I can't understand that one. So he goes and he gives her the yeasty thing, and she got the yeasty thing, burning, itching, twitching, witching, and she got to go get her little bag of medication. Then she end up getting back with him 2-3 weeks later. He still got the yeasty DC, and he gonna bring it back to her again. Plus he didn't went on and tapped with Tabitha, so ain't no telling what else is mixed in there. And folks, when you have on a condom don't 100% protect you. A condom can bust, it can tear, a condom can come off and be stuck up in a woman, and I don't know if y'all ever experienced that, but it could be stuck up there, and it may come out when she goes to the bathroom and move those muscles, or sometimes you got to go up in there and pull it out. But just imagine, it came off, it's off, and you slid out, and so all the bacteria that you had, that you was harboring, slid on down her canal right on out too. So you got to just be careful. Somebody said earlier in this chat, yeah, one of the best things is just not to do nothing. I mean, but realistically, being human, grown and all that, eventually you gonna want to do something. The best thing is to wait until you get a trustworthy mate. When you get married, when you starting something, if you're just burning like that, both of y'all starting something new, both of y'all gonna get checked out. Make sure you a-okay. Make sure everything is cool, because you're coming together, maybe starting off with a condom thing, but eventually the condom will want to come off. And I need to get ready to go. Uh-oh, y'all, I got to go. I gotta see y'all later. My time is up. Okay, think about those. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you back here.